Yeah! It's Daddy's Game Time! Your family-friendly show about gaming, movies, and pop culture from a Daddy's perspective.
I think that was a cool trick, Pancho. That was a cool trick.
I'm Leo with
Rick
and Francisco.
What's
going on, guys?
This is
episode 76.
I think we need to start having
76 of Daddy's Game Time live
on how red Leo can get
and how long he lasts. Is your family-friendly
with
show
one breath.
about gaming, movies, and pop culture from a daddy's perspective. All right, cool. Yeah,
From a mature, personal perspective.
we keep. I just transformed.
The teleprompter messed up on you again. You're like,
Teleprompter guy, you're fired. So
he pointed at nobody.
So yeah. We don't got nobody working for us here.
That's true. It's a true story.
Really small show.
Yeah.
Every Monday, tune in to see Leo red as a tomato.
Yep. That's what we should name the show now.
Yeah. That must be some sort of a Guinness World Record of some sort.
You
Perhaps.
You do get very red.
So, what's up, guys? How was your week?
Pretty good, actually.
Another 7 days passed since the last show.
Happy belated Mother's Day to all them mothers out there.
Happy belated Mother's Day.
And excuse me as I feel like I have another spider on my elbow.
They're coming after you, Rick.
They are.
Yeah, well, since you don't want to talk about your weekend, let me tell you about mine.
All right, cool. Tell us then.
Private question.
Question.
Well, you said, let me tell you. They just stay quiet.
I saw Split this weekend.
Split.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Shamalama Ding Dong.
One of the most satisfying movies of the year.
Satisfying?
Of the year. One of the best films of the year. For me.
Is it like that one movie that came a few years back by that guy that was in that movie in the 80s holding the boombox? You know who I'm talking about? Say Anything. And he went outside the girl's bedroom, outside in his at her house, and holds the boombox and plays a song for her.
Is it like that?
No. The actor. You know who I'm talking about, the actor.
No, the actor is the guy who played Professor Xavier.
No, dude. But listen to what I'm saying.
I'm trying to.
Okay. You know that movie I'm talking about with the boombox on top?
The Breakfast Club?
No. But you know who that actor is?
Yeah, what about him?
Okay, that actor made a movie a few years back with a split personality type of movie. So... But I can't remember the name of that movie or the actor for that matter.
Because we were talking about Leo's movie, and then I thought you were talking about that actor. Did he come out in that movie?
I gotta research it.
Yeah, I never.
What you talking about, Willis?
Rick, you're cutting off. Don't lean over there.
I'm not leaning.
Don't lean. Look at your head. Look at your head. Look at the teleprompter. You got elbow close. You gotta keep the illusion going.
Talking to your mic.
Talking to your mic.
Man.
Okay, see. John Cusack is the actor.
John Cusack.
That's who I'm talking about. That actor made another movie similar to that Split movie.
Oh, yeah, I remember him now. I remember.
You remember him? Oh, I know him, but the movie? You gotta look him up. You look him up.
We'll talk
about it. But yeah, this movie, I strongly recommend it.
Yeah.
Identity was the movie.
I can't really talk too much about this film without giving you major spoilers. So I'll just say this, and it's the stuff that I've already seen in the commercials. It's a film about a guy who has split personalities.
See, this was a movie that John Cusack made. Identity.
Okay.
So it's also about split personalities.
And this guy has more than 20 split personalities, characters that he plays.
Right.
The performance.
There's two good ones, right?
The performance by this actor is just amazing.
Out of this
world. Like you can
Xavier finally
caved.
See him
just like transform. You see this guy. I mean, I know it's gonna seem cheesy to a lot of people within the industry. I don't think he'll win an Academy Award or whatever, because I think it's seen in the context of this film. They're gonna see it more as a gimmick, but I do truly see like the genius in this role,
deeply.
and not many actors would have been able to play this role. There's very, very few.
Burr.
Very.
So
That's how you know
We
Leo
have-
is so impressed when Burr comes
When he
out.
starts slurring his word. Very cool, man.
sorry.
So we had a
I got a
comment
little
saying
punch drunk.
that as freaky as what did he say? It's amazing but freaky that they just confirmed Split 2.
Oh.
Oh, I can't say that without spoiling anything, guys. I can't say.
Don't
but
say it.
They're. I'm not gonna call it Split 2. I'm not gonna call it
Splatoon.
Split 2. But there is
Splatoon?
the follow up to this film coming up.
Follow up.
But it's not. It's. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
I know what you're talking
I know what you're talking
bro.
about.
I still
but
know
it's
what
not.
It's not.
It's,
know.
it's not called Split 2. It's gonna be called something else.
Well, he
Something.
did the quotation, the air quotation.
Yeah,
in
and
Split 2.
you know what? The weirdest thing about this is just because it's too soon to spoil this movie
Too
for a
soon.
lot of people. I don't want to say what
Watch
the sequel
it.
is going to be called. You
I
gotta
haven't
watch
even
it. You
seen it
gotta
yet.
watch it.
And now I have to since this guy seems
Oh,
to love it.
it's a must.
Just to knock it down, say like how
Must
bad
watch.
it is afterwards.
oh
What?
yeah.
Just to not get, I don't know what Leo's
jerk.
smoking.
I don't know what Leo's smoking, but
Reference to like
Easter egg.
episode,
Easter egg.
episode like 2 or 3.
yeah.
Dude,
You
spoiler.
can go back YouTube.
Spoiler.
YouTube.
So
Alright,
what do
so
you
what do
got
you
for
have
today's
in the
show?
screen?
All right, so
That's our logo.
Francisco, tell us a little bit about.
Oh.
Boom.
Dude.
Smoke.
So this, oh man, apparently the images you're watching here is from the filming of the movie Ready Player 1, which was the bestseller in 2011 about a dystopian future where the world has gone to heck, guys. Like there's nothing left. Everybody's so miserable and poor. And these headsets that you see on screen is what keeps people happy. It's the Oasis. It's like a network or an MMO game of sorts where once you put your headset in, you're submerged into this world, which is fantastical, it's amazing, and nobody wants to leave it. So enter this eccentric millionaire who kind
More
of
than
like Willy
millionaire, I would
Wonka
say.
gives you a contest. He dies and he tells you, find these 3 keys. What's the keys? I don't even remember. 3 treasures
Not
all
him.
hidden.
It wasn't him.
Hidden within the world,
We'll just
and
say
you
it's
will
that
be
guy.
able to own everything I own. Basically, his fortune. So it's amazing. The book was amazing. I'm hoping this movie does it justice because there's a
So
lot
is
of
this-
brands.
is
There's
this-
a lot of trademark property that may not make it all the way here. We're talking about DeLoreans, Nintendo, Doctor Who.
Yeah,
you
I
name
can totally
it.
see
Pop
like
culture.
like they're trying to get like a retro look to it.
Mm-hmm.
Is this more like a Matrix
Sinaid,
kind of
Chris, what's
MMO?
up? Thank
or
you for
is this
joining
more
us.
like a sword? I don't know if you know about Sword Art Online. Like, are they like because I see them walking around with the headsets, but do they have to stand still as they're in this other MMO world, or are they physically walking as they're walking their character? In
Most
the
of
MMO?
them do
They
find
cannot
a,
sit down.
a place
Okay.
where they
You know,
sit down.
So
and
it's
then-
yeah,
and
so
then
it's
chill.
kind of like a Sword Art Online,
But
which is
if
a
I
pretty good
remember
anime. If you guys haven't seen it.
correctly, from
You get
because
transferred
I
into
I read this book as well. It has like it gives you options like if you're mobile, like if you're walking down the street,
You can walk with it.
You can
Yeah.
walk
I can
with
totally
it on,
imagine like a bus
and,
just
and,
bam.
and like
But you're also aware of your surroundings.
and you're
Okay.
like aware of your surroundings, but it like you can be checking like your emails. Well, not really emails. They're like more like video,
Like Google Glass.
conferences, chats.
video chats. You know where
Yeah, it totally
they're like
reminds
way
me of
beyond emails at
Yeah.
this point.
It
And-
totally reminds me of Sword Art Online, which now makes me think, because I used to think that was a more of an original kind of thing. Now I could totally see how they just totally bit these guys and copied this story.
Yeah, in a way, it is sort of like Sword Art Online meets the Goonies.
The
sort of,
Goonies.
because
it's really good though.
Hey, you guys.
it's really entrenched
Barbar.
in 80s pop culture.
Yeah, the kid is
Cool.
obsessed with the 80s pop culture. So you see references to all those 80s movies, like Say Anything, like we were just talking about,
Sweet.
like war games,
So-
and all the arcade games from the 80s.
Yeah, the video footage you're seeing behind us from behind the scenes stuff, on set stuff, you see all these people dressed up in a futuristic fashion. However, yes, this movie does take place in the future, but I'd say a good maybe 60 to 70% of the film happens in the 80s, virtual
reality
80s,
80s,
virtual
yeah.
reality 80s. So, and it's quite an amazing story,
It's
and
really good.
it's being directed and
By
at the helm by the Steven Spielberg.
Yep.
Very interesting.
So that's why I
guys.
have
So-
high hopes for it.
And you know, it's very justifiable. I would have to say that Steven Spielberg is probably the only guy
Who
in-
gets the
in
80s?
all of Hollywood that would have been able to make this movie happen, because
Yeah.
it has so many specific.
Maybe JJ. Maybe.
I wouldn't even doubt that, because if you think about it, this book has so many specific references to 80s pop culture,
Yeah.
and they're a big part of the storyline. They're not just
Daddy's
like,
game
whoa,
time.
I pressed something.
Whoa! It is that is game time. Yo.
And,
That's just a reminder, just in case if you forgot what you were watching.
yeah, a little bit of a station identification there. No, but
I can
but
totally see like E.T.
there's
making a cameo.
there's a lot of key things, the key details in the story that allude to things that happened in the 80s, to things that or films and pop culture stuff that were from the 80s, that they're very key to what the storyline is. And of course, Steven Spielberg in the 80s, he was like the biggest thing to happen in the 80s. He was involved with Indiana Jones. He was involved with Star Wars. He was involved with E.T. He was involved with hundreds of things that came out in media and film at that time. And he was also involved with some video games as well.
That is true.
And so he's the only guy, I think, capable of pulling the strings with some of these studios to say like, hey man, I'm part owner of, or I have a percentage in this thing, you
This
know.
company.
You know, he has all the leverage to actually go in there and say like, hey, I need to borrow from my Indiana Jones
That
movie.
guy in the
I
beard
need to
looked
borrow
familiar.
a little bit from E.T. I need to borrow a little bit from this video game, etc., etc. So
He'll have the connection.
he has definitely the respect of everybody.
pull. He could
the
totally do
pull
it.
to go ahead
So,
and
do
get
yourself
all of
a
that
favor
stuff
though.
done.
Read the book if you have the chance, because it's an amazing read. It truly is.
It's an experience more than just a read. It's definitely one of those things that you have to read. You know,
Especially if you are
yeah, it's
into all
really,
this
really
video
good.
game culture and pop
and,
culture.
you know,
I
and,
might totally have to
and-
think about reading now.
and you know, this is not it's not news per se, but
An update.
it's but you know, because we've all already known for a while now that
But I want to find
that
something.
this was happening, and but it's just something that we don't hear so much about in media, so we just kind of want to bring it out and make sure everybody's aware
That
so.
you know, yeah.
Yeah, so it's really, really good.
Waiting for it.
Really, really good.
Yeah. All right.
What do we got
guys.
coming next?
So what do we got coming next? Rick?
Something very interesting about this is we know what it is based out of, but they don't ever mention them.
Right.
It's
Well,
really
I
weird.
think if you look at the trailer, I think they say mutants once. The whole show is called Gifted or The Gifted.
Mhm.
But they do mention mutants, so I think one time and throughout the whole trailer that you're looking at there.
It's supposed to
but-
be a side story of the X-Men.
What after seeing this, I don't know if you've had a chance to look at it, Leo. Oh, you probably don't even care. Heroes. I
Heroes.
totally thought of Heroes
As
when I
X-Men,
saw
yeah.
this.
Mm-hmm.
So it just took that series
It's
and-
Marvel produced,
and
as you can see right here, Marvel.
Yeah, reworded it. We put new characters, but it looks like it's the exact same thing because, like, let's say for example, Agents of Shield, they are gifted
Mm-hmm.
people,
The Inhumans.
but they're agents using their powers for good. They're fighting evil.
Right,
they're
right,
they're
right,
help
right,
saving the
right,
world.
right, right,
They're a
right,
shield.
right.
This
Right,
is
right,
the opposite. Like Heroes, the agents are after the people with
The
powers.
gifted.
So they're chasing them down, and the gifted are basically like escaping, running away.
Mhm.
Exactly like Heroes.
Like Heroes.
So I kind of thought I love the superhero stuff. I loved Heroes, and I want to give this a chance.
Seems
but
like a ripoff.
yeah, when I look at it, it's like,
Oh,
I
it's
don't know.
Fox?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Fox.
They own the X-Men.
They have
rights.
yet to show me
So,
something.
well, I
that's-
think what they're doing
not
here,
even
though,
Arrow.
is
I'm
because
sorry,
of
Arrow.
all the success
Arrow
that,
is not Fox.
that Marvel and
It's not?
especially Netflix is
They're,
getting
CW.
because of the Defenders.
I like Arrow.
Because of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., because of, all that stuff, the Inhumans. So
At
I
the
think
end,
Fox
though,
is now
check
trying
it
to get
out.
some of this action.
When they show the Fox logo at the end, they highlight the X. They don't mention this is X-Men universe, but it is. And it's done by Marvel, which makes me think that there's a little bit of a clause where Marvel is telling Fox, you cannot use the name X-Men in TV, only in movies.
So this is kind of their way of saying, like, we're
Yep.
going to get the X-Men one way or another. So,
Yep.
be prepared.
Yeah, I mean, this is a little bit off topic from what this is, but do you guys think that we're ever going to live in a world again where...
Check it out. Check out the
Marvel-
Fox. Check out the Fox. It's their little thing. Oh, it's still going. Well, at the very end, they show the Fox
Okay.
logo, and then they just kind of highlight the X. It's
Okay.
very subtle, but it's their little trick. Check it out. Look at that. See that?
Yeah, that's really cool, actually.
Like saying it's X. It's X, man.
So what I'm wondering right now is, do you think we'll ever live in a world where Marvel has, again, rights to some of the properties they had sold in the past?
They will. Look,
They did it with
Spider-Man was...
No, they don't have the rights to Spider-Man.
No,
they
but
have
they
a
could
share.
they had
use them.
they have a
Share.
partnership.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a partnership. But
That's
I'm talking about...
That's as good as having rights.
I'm talking... No, it's not.
Look,
It's not.
let me just say something.
'Cause they-
Disney owns Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty soon, Disney's going to own the world. If Fox doesn't want to
Mickey Mouse.
sell...
I can see like a silhouette of Mickey Mouse
Look.
just like over the world.
Look, guy, if Fox doesn't want to sell the rights, they're going to buy Fox. That's just what's going to happen.
Yeah,
So-
that's just what I'm wondering. Like, at what point are they gonna decide? Okay, we're gonna get
Our
we're gonna
characters back.
we're getting our characters back, and I'm not just talking about Spidey. We're talking about Deadpool. We're gonna
Right.
talking about X-Men.
What so far
That-
is Fantastic Four, X-Men,
Yeah, Fantastic
Deadpool.
Four.
and there was another one.
Just Deadpool.
Yeah, that's it. They
Those are
just
the
recently
main
got
ones.
Daredevil,
Mhm.
Ghost Rider, and someone else. I can't
They
remember.
got Ghost Rider back.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
that's why he was able to be shown on Agents of Shield.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
Which, by the way, good show.
it's really good.
I'm
dude.
on not. What season is it on? Is it 4 or 5?
I think it's 4 right now. Is the one I'm watching, and we just saw the whole Ghost Rider arc, and I thought it was over. But last week's episode,
I'm not.
he
I'm not.
freaking came back.
I'm on that one right
So-
now. I still haven't
so
finished.
that's
that one.
awesome.
I heard Small Wonder was a good show.
All right.
I like the stretchy.
But yeah, Marvel TV and movies doing it. Great.
I think they're just trying to get a little of that piece of their pie because they're seeing how Netflix is just making it nonstop.
now Defenders is coming August. Excited about that.
I like the way you said
A lot of stuff coming out.
I'm
a
so
lot of
excited.
stuff coming out.
I just can't hide it.
Oh, I heard about this.
What's
dude.
going on here?
Talk about this. Talk about this. I heard about it, but I don't know much about it. So tell us, Leo.
On this week's episode of Furious 5!
That's not what I meant, dude.
Wait, what's going on?
Where's the thing?
Right
Where's
there.
the thing?
Right
Where's
there.
the The Furious 5 brought to you by
We just went
Leo.
to the
By
deepest
Leo.
depths
Yeah, so
Deepest
where's my
depths.
Where's my list? Where's my list? You don't
of
got
this
a
studio.
list.
Of this studio.
All right, last week, as many of you that watch our show weekly know, last week was a sequel week. And this week, I'm going to be talking a little bit about something. A little bit about
Sound of our burn.
top 5 most wanted sequels.
All right.
Yeah.
This would have been appropriate last week, but all right.
Yeah,
All right.
actually, I did have it last week. I thought it was too much sequel talk for last week. I had
Last
to.
week's theme was sequels. Lather, rinse, repeat.
So, the top 5 most wanted sequels by yours truly, right here. All right.
So just in case if you don't like it, it's his fault.
Number 5,
Number 5.
John Carter. Remember John Carter? That movie
Tom,
about the
um,
human that goes to Mars, and it turns out because of his human bone density, when he was on Mars, it turned out he was like almost like some sort of like super strong superhero.
Carter.
John Carter.
Yeah.
And he ends up marrying a Martian girl.
The actual name is John Carter of Mars,
So,
but they shorten it.
I do
that's
not
my
remember.
number 5.
I do not remember that movie.
Number 5. I love that film. It bombed at the box office. Not
It
too many
did.
people like
Sounds
it.
like Schwarzenegger's
I don't
Total
even
Recall.
know if you guys liked it. I don't think you guys liked it. I didn't even
I don't
watch
even remember it.
You didn't- okay, well, there you have it.
I don't like
So
it.
Either you didn't like it or you don't even remember it. But I do, and I think that movie deserves a sequel. Just don't pour $250 million into it. Make it a little bit more simple. Number 4, most wanted sequel,
Can barely see his tongue.
Pacific Rim.
Ooh,
But that is
one's
coming out.
good.
And
That
Pacific
one's
Rim,
good.
it just recently we found out
Yes.
they are a go for that film. It is greenlit. We're a go. We're on production. Benicio del Toro, thank you.
Guillermo del Toro.
Or wait, isn't it Benicio?
Guillermo.
Benicio is the actor.
The actor.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Guillermo.
I'm sorry, Benicio.
Guillermo.
It's Guillermo. Guillermo del
meme?
Toro, thank you.
It's that one meme from Orange is the New Black. You know what I'm
Oh
talking
yeah.
about.
And if you have a chance, Guillermo, please make a Voltron film.
Oh,
While
Please.
you're at it.
Pacific
Please.
Rim is pretty much Voltron, but yes, make a Voltron.
Yeah, we need to see the official 5 tigers there.
Yes.
Before you get to the next one, we have a comment. Napoleon Dynamite should be number 1.
Dude.
You're in for a doozy.
Oh,
Oh,
number 3.
number 3. Unbreakable.
All right.
Unbreakable. As we found out earlier this week, we do have Unbreakable 2 greenlit as well, except it's not going to be called Unbreakable 2. It's going to be called Glass. At least that's the code word for it right now. Glass.
Half empty or half full?
I don't know. It was
right.
Glass. M. Night Shyamalan, thank you very much for bringing this back. It's a
Shyamalan,
movie that I've been
ding
waiting for more than a decade to make
You've
a
been
comeback.
waiting for it?
I have been waiting for it. I wanted to see what happened
I think
next.
my spinner is just adding to the flames. It's not putting them
So,
out.
so yeah, man, I'm super excited about it. I it's one of my favorite films ever about superheroes. It's so grounded. That's something we didn't have when it first came out. Later on, we got more films that grounded a lot of the superhero stories, but this has to probably be one of the very first that actually grounded it. Okay, it's time to get down to the nitty gritty.
Oh, snap.
Number 2.
Number 2. Number 2 film that I want a sequel for. Howard the Duck. That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
Dude.
One of the most
Well,
hated
Dude.
films out of the 80s. Howard
Well.
the Duck.
Dude.
Wait.
Dude.
Dude. I like that tone.
Dude.
I like
Well,
that tone. I like
look.
that tone.
Let me tell you.
Let me tell me, because I'm excited.
I went to see Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 this weekend. He makes an appearance.
Again.
I won't say much
Again.
about it, but he makes an appearance. And by the way, real quick, that movie's freaking awesome. I saw it on 3D. 3D used to suck. Movies made for 3D,
Used
I
to
was surprised, dude, because
Burr.
you're like in there, and when the camera turns around, you turn around, they look like toys. Let me just say that the scenes look like toys.
Is it like Terminator 2 3D in
No,
Universal?
no, dude. This is
no,
way
that's
better.
like live action 3D.
No,
Okay, okay.
No, this is way better. I was immensely surprised because
By the way,
We
that's not
need-
there no more.
we needed to get an early show real quickly. We needed to get an early show because, baby, whatever. The only available chance was 3D. I'm like, all right, fudge it. Let's do it.
Oh.
And, dude, I don't regret it. 3D
Ooh.
may be my new
If
thing now.
they do Howard the Duck, if they make
remember-
Howard the Duck Part 2.
Remember, at the end of Galaxies 1,
Yeah,
after,
he's
after-
in there. I remember that.
So usually when they show these end credits and these
Yep.
little cameos, that's kind of like
It-
a
I
little.
remember I got
happened.
super excited after Guardians 1, and I went online to search, like, is there a sequel in the works?
Mhm.
And I guess somebody had asked the director that, and he's like, no, that was just there for fun, for
He
kicks.
came back.
But the director doesn't know.
But,
the director
Marvel.
doesn't know.
I'm hoping. He just don't know, ladies and
He
gentlemen.
does know Quack Fu.
Ha!
That would be awesome.
Yeah. So Howard the Duck Part 2, or at least a relaunch of it. I would
remake?
I would have settled for that.
I would not discard it.
and
we
the
need it.
music goes quiet for number 1 on this list. Dredd.
Judge Dredd.
The remake Dredd or the original?
No, not the original. No, not Judge. Not the Stallone Judge Dredd. That movie's called Judge Dredd. No,
that is
I'm
true.
talking about
That is true.
Dredd.
Oh, dude, I want to say something
Dredd.
about Guardians again, but I'm not going to spoil it. I almost
You
thought
shut your mouth when you're
Dredd
talking
was
about
happening.
I want Dredd Part 2. I know it's one of those films that was not a hit in the box office, but critically, I think that's.
I thought that
one of
movie
the
was awesome.
Greatest films ever made.
I
That's-
don't like the
awesome.
I
original
love.
one. Haven't
I
seen
love
the new one.
I absolutely love Rock'em Sock'em. Don't apologize to anybody. Action movies. Like you just go in and just go, oh, you're a bad guy. Poo, poo, poo. I don't like your face.
Have
poo,
you
poo,
seen,
poo.
Just a god.
Have
You're
you-
hurting
have
or
you
you're hurting orphans.
Have you seen?
Like no
No apologies.
No.
Have you seen The Raid?
Yeah, exactly.
Have you seen The Raid?
No.
Well, it's a lot like that.
Like
It's
that.
like an
Raid
apartment,
Redemption.
like a big old building complex. Like everything happens just
Except
here.
you have to admit in the foreign film The Raid,
The foreign.
storyline wise,
Wasn't
like,
the greatest
there's no
story,
really-
but there was
no real
so
story.
much action.
but in Dredd, they just make everything work, baby.
I do-
Dread
I
is
do
one of
like-
the best films of all
I
time.
do
That
like
deserves a sequel, but it's I've read before that the actor has been lobbying to get the sequel made with the studio. However, money talks, and the movie didn't make enough money at the box office.
Always.
There's a lot of speak about how due to other films being pushed at the time of the release of Dredd, Dredd didn't actually get very much push whatsoever in media when it came out in movie theaters. Actually, it came out in movie theaters, and most people didn't even know it was coming out. Most people actually went to see that film after the fact because they heard a lot of word of mouth from people and also from critics alike that this was a great action film. And so it was pretty much sent out to die, even though it's a great film. And it would be
sad.
very
That is very
unfortunate if they don't continue this, because there's that was just like one day's worth of work for Judge Dredd in this new universe for him. That was just like one day of work.
Yeah,
They should do like
I love the
like
slow-mo effect that
like
they used.
Dredd
in the movie.
2 The Weekend. Like like
the day after.
That didn't
it's
even
like
need the full weekend.
the part one ends and he goes like to the office to
Part-
write his report.
Part 1 was probably just Monday. They should the next movie should be called Judge or Dredd 2 Tuesday.
Dredd Tuesday.
Yeah. Dredd Wednesday or Dredd Hump Day. Dredd Thursday.
Yes, you should definitely see it. It's a good movie.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're still on fire, guys. What's going on?
It was still.
We're still
Leo's
talking about the
Furious
Furious 5.
Let's
And
put
we're
it
off.
Put it up. We're good.
Guys.
Back
What
to-
are we watching?
Back to the normal realm.
Oh, tell me, Rick. Tell me about this beautiful game news.
I don't know. Actually, no. So supposedly Nintendo had stated that by March.
By March.
I believe.
Next year.
No, this
2018.
year.
Oh, this
No,
year.
this year. By
Oh,
March of this
snap.
year, they were going to release 5 Android tablet type games. I think they've only done 2 or 3. I can't remember.
What's that noise?
What is that noise?
Mario Run.
Go check it out.
That one.
Sorry, that's outside.
Someone's truck on
Hold on.
fire.
Oh, man. Yeah, you check it out.
Continue.
Well, you're the one giving the news.
Dude.
So how are we going to
Dude,
continue?
what's that sound? Like alien spaceships out here. Okay, Francisco, tell us.
I don't know much
You know
about it.
just as much as Rick does, I'm sure.
No, I wanted to know about it.
So basically,
That's why I'm listening.
Why did you
the
use
little
this
bit that I
video?
know?
There's like
Just
from
freeze-
another
freeze-
news source.
freeze it right
I'll
there.
just- dude,
So it's so that they
that's
know where
very
to.
unprofessional.
It's so
Rick.
that they know where to go. So
Shout outs to Damon Hatfield from IGN News.
so
We
yeah.
love
So
IGN.
basically, Nintendo has only given 2 of the 3. I mean, of the 5 or something like that. So basically, this is kind of like just hyping it up more. They're like, okay, yeah, we're gonna start coming up with some more stuff.
All right.
That's basically
Yeah.
all I took.
From what I understand, Nintendo, they hit the mobile market now. They have Pokemon.
Mario
they got
Run.
Super Mario. They're going to have Animal Crossing being released later this year. And the news today from Nintendo
It will
is
not
that
work.
they are going to be releasing a Zelda game after the Animal Crossing game. So
You can make Zelda work on
I
mobile.
think that's going to be really great. I think it's going to be
Zelda Run.
something. Yeah, it's gonna be like one of those cheapy
Lame.
games, like Super Mario.
Check this out.
Super Mario Run didn't really work too great. But
You know the
at least we have it.
You know the what kind of games are they called? The click games. All you do is hit the screen and something happens.
Right.
That's what I bet you it's gonna be. It's gonna be like Link slashing bad guys.
And
you're just gonna be clicking the crap out of the screen.
It's probably just gonna be. It's just probably gonna be Super Hexagon, but with a Hylian shield instead of that little icon. It's just gonna be that.
Super Hexagon, by
And
the
then
way,
like,
is an awesome game. Whoa! I can't blink.
Yeah, that's probably what it would be. Yeah,
That's all that I really know about that, guys.
yeah.
But I'm not too excited.
And that's all I have to say about that. Oh, The Rock.
The Rock.
And
Zac Efron.
Zac
a
Efron, hometown boy. Yeah.
I don't know about this movie. Looks funny, but then again,
Did you actually watch the Baywatch series?
I have to say I'm not.
maybe an episode or two.
I'm not a fan.
I
I've
only
never
saw-
even seen an episode of Baywatch.
Don't lie. You saw the Huff.
Oh, I've seen the Hoff, but
On
I've never
Baywatch.
seen like a full episode.
Oh, okay.
But I'm a huge The Rock fan, and
You're
welcome.
And recently, I really like Zac Efron films. They're really funny.
He is a funny guy.
He's
Yeah,
a funny dude.
guy,
He's a
yeah.
funny dude. Plus, he's a local boy.
No?
Loco.
Hometown. Gotta get to the
Local,
hometown
not
boy.
loco.
He's both.
He's both.
Buff with an F.
You know what this kind of reminds me
But
of? Like a Miami Vice kind of
it kind of
vibe.
is, yeah. But
Buddy Cup movie.
I just have to say, I don't care about Baywatch, but I do care about watching The Rock and watching Hometown Boy in a movie together. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I want to go
we'll
see it.
have to
I
see.
wanna see it.
Moving on from games to movies to games.
Moving on. Old game here. Microsoft Game Studios presents.
That's a thing.
Finish
What?
him.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Alan Wake.
Alan Wake. You know, Alan Wake is an older game. It was out for the Xbox 360. It's been out for PC. And
Never heard about it.
This past weekend, Mother's Day weekend.
It's Mother's Day.
Steam had it on sale. Steam had it on
It
sale.
still is
for-
actually
It
till
is.
I think till today. Today's
for
the last day.
90% off. Why? You might ask.
90%
It's because
off?
after
What? I might buy it then.
I think it's after today, right?
Yep.
After today, they have to, by law, remove it from the servers, remove it from sale because of
Lawsuit?
Copyright.
It's a copyright that expires because they use a song by David Bowie.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they use a song by David Bowie in the game. You know, it was an agreed song, but
Why don't I know about this?
But the copyright actually
Your
just
source for video games? Where?
but the
Well,
copyright
right here, obviously.
the copyright just
Now you know.
just expire is about to expire, and so they're like
I'm gonna go buy
hey,
it
let's
right now.
let's cash out.
It's
You know,
it's $10, $9.99.
Then I might think
What?
about it.
Yeah, that's with the 90% off.
That's a
no,
$50 game.
you're wrong, dude.
I'm pretty sure that's the price tag I saw on it.
I'm pretty sure my receipt says $4 for.
Oh, you actually
for-
bought it?
Yeah, I bought it.
It
It was
$4.
No, it's $3 for the game. Plus, if you want like the special edition with the extra game that it comes
content?
with, which is like pretty much the sequel. It's not part 2, but it's titled something else. It's the sequel to the game, really. For an extra $1, you get all that extra content and the sequel. So I decided, hey, $4, 90% off. Yeah, let's get it.
Well, they
Let's
got
get
good
this.
reviews.
So yeah, and it's a highly reviewed game. A lot of people actually, from what I've researched, a lot of people still play it. It's a really good game.
It kind of reminds me of
And,
a Silent Hill / what's the latest one that just came out not that long ago? Outlast, the second one. Kind of like a mixture in between the two, just not as creepy. No, not with all the demonic kind of stuff happening. But
so
yeah,
if you're watching us live,
I think today.
go check this
I
out.
believe today.
You might.
Excuse me. I think the
might like it.
15th. Today is the day. So if you're gonna get it now.
Yeah. So this game went straight to my my
Backlog?
queue, my
Well,
backlog.
can't buy it on my phone. Gotta
Yeah.
wait till I get home.
I bought it on my phone.
Well, I don't remember my
It's 'cause
credentials.
my phone's
that's
better
why.
than yours.
No, I don't remember my
I'm just saying,
credentials.
we got the same phone. Yeah, but this, I mean, just take advantage of it, man.
I will.
And-
if it's $4, heck
and all
yes.
you companies out there,
Do the same.
Don't
Get more copyright strikes.
Don't make these copyright deals anymore. What the heck is wrong with you guys?
Well, I mean,
Like,
It's cool music.
Think about the future of your video games.
Non-existent.
most of them, I mean, they come up with music pertaining to their, to their music
Theme.
to their theme, to their music, to their theme. For whatever reason, they went with this particular track from David Bowie because I don't think it was specifically for the game. It was just one of his songs.
And
right?
let's just clarify here. This is not the only game that does this. There's been many other games that do it as well.
But for that reason, maybe they figured, we just need it for a couple years. That's how.
Well, is this like a scary game then, or what is it about? Am I even gonna enjoy it?
Think Resident Evil.
Yeah.
But a little bit more dramatic.
Okay.
More on the dramatic side.
Zombies and whatnot.
No,
it's
like
other
a
type of
drama-ish kind of game.
Yeah, we
Scary.
haven't played it, but that's what the vice we.
Well,
get from
I'm
it
sure
so
it's
far.
going to give you some suspense, a little bit of maybe some jump scare, but not like a zombie type of game.
All right.
Yeah,
Cool.
Gio.
What are we watching here, dude?
We're watching Daddy's Game Time. Your source
All right.
for
Video
Gaming,
games,
movies, and pop
Look at those
culture.
beautiful faces right there.
Rick. What is
So-
this? You borrowing it? Oh, there's David Hatfield, my boy. David Hatfield again with the cool shirts.
Freaking Rick.
Rick, what
That
the
wasn't
heck?
me.
This is not professional. Rick.
That wasn't me at all. I think you can actually.
It's
pull
not.
it.
Oh, it wasn't me.
Oh,
but
look,
you
I
set
can
this
see
up.
it perfectly. Right.
Yeah,
there in
look
the
at
circle.
look at. You know what, Rick? You guys talk about this.
I don't
guys-
even know
Just
what's
throw
going
the-
on.
just
You
throw the
guys
flames
burn
on
it.
there.
You guys talk
Burn
about
it.
it. I'm gonna like do our fans justice.
Assassin's Creed, I believe it was Empire, which has now been either I can't remember if it's been renamed or codenamed Origins. So I think it was last week, a couple days ago. It was leaked. That screenshot, which you semi saw, Leo's gonna try to get you a better view here in a little bit. Yeah, don't use that over there.
Out of a screenshot, they got.
So from the screenshot, they were basically comparing it to little tidbits of information that was given at previous, I think it was E3s. So they basically kind of compared. They said that there was going to be a boat element to it.
All right.
There was some text in that screenshot which I think identified a city or a place, and then the costume that the main character was using there that was sailing that boat.
All
They
right.
compared it to a previous character from some other title. So with that, they kind of basically connected and said, this is this coming up. So it was leaked because obviously it wasn't supposed to be let out. For what purpose? I don't know. I'm starting to think that these leaks are happening on purpose because we're getting a lot of this like, oops, look what we stumbled across. But anyways, Assassin's Creed is a very well-known genre of games. They got that stealth element to it. And what the heck are you doing over there, Leo? And are we still? Yeah, we're still going. And yeah, so I think it's been renamed or codenamed Assassin's Creed Origins. Other than that, that's pretty much all I know of what's going on with that. I guess a lot of that fan base, Assassin's Creed's fan base, is going nuts about it because if you see it, you can search for it. Just search for Assassin's Creed leaked or something.
Yeah, Leo, just forget it.
And you can see when you see a good, nice. And I mean, the image itself is pretty blurry, so you're not going to get like a really crisp screenshot, a good look of it. But you're going to be able to see some elements like the water, which they said that they've been working on, and it does look amazing. Actually, it looks like it's real water. I don't know if you guys ever like really looked into it or have seen it before.
It's a blurry shot. Can't really tell. Like, man.
But I don't know. I mean, I like the game. I've only played one or two different Assassin's Creed titles.
Never played one.
Not in its entirety, so I'm not like super stoked. Like,
From what I understand, it's a lot of people are speculating that it's going to be titled Assassin's Creed Origins.
Origins. There you go.
Yeah, we know how the Origins game for Batman turned out to be.
Other than that, I think that's all we got
That's
for today's
it.
show. I think we're done.
Oh, it's a
We're
really
done.
good show, you
That's it.
guys.
No?
Yeah.
Do we got
So-
some more?
So let me tell you about my weekend.
Oh, by the way, I wanted to tell you guys too, not these guys, you guys. The spinner. You guys notice that this is like an ongoing fad thing right now, right?
It is a fad.
Everywhere.
Keyword fad.
Kids.
Fad.
kids are, taking these to school. They're playing with them. Cool, whatever.
They're
Have fun.
killing people with them.
Be responsible. I've seen, I don't know how many videos of people putting razor blades and nails and a whole bunch of other junk and spinning them and trying to do tricks.
Living on the edge.
Landing in the hospital, hurting themselves or others. Be responsible, guys. Come on.
No, dude, don't act all high and mighty. Remember when we were kids and we had those little things that we would turn that had the two strings on the side,
Dude.
and we'd like hold them and go vroom, 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 vroom,
Now that
and they
you
spin in the
mention
middle.
that.
It was a bottle cap that we would hammer down, and then we would sharpen the edges, so it was almost razor sharp.
I don't know what the heck.
And we
you're
would
talking-
would battle each other. Like each person had one. We're like, vroom, vroom, vroom.
Nah,
And
dude,
the first
you're
person
tripping.
to cut the other person.
I feel like I want to take
strings
some.
was the winner. And those things would fly all over the place the moment like you cut the other person's string and it would like fly up and cut your face.
Okay, look.
And those things
I
were
lost.
awesome.
Look,
I used to love playing those.
I agree
never
with
did
you, Rick, because now you made me remember
Don't do
of
that.
a video I saw
Don't
over
do
the
that.
weekend on YouTube. I stumbled upon this blogger, which I'm not even going to say his name because I don't even want to give him audience. But he grabbed a drone and a spinner and went like that to spin the spinner with the drone's propellers. Idiotic, okay? And yeah, he was able to spin it because it's physics, it's logic. He breaks 2 or 3 of the propellers. He's like, oh, I got new propellers. I replace them. But as you know, from my experience, when a motor from a drone gets obstructed, I told you what happens. That's why I replaced my motor so that I would not have that over my head.
motor?
Motor.
The
Motor,
rotor.
the motor.
Well,
Okay.
the
I
correct
was
word
like-
is rotor for
Uh-huh.
the propellers. They overheat. And they will fail at one point.
Mhm.
So he's like, so check it out, guys. Yeah, I broke my propellers, but I replaced them. And look, my drone still flies. See, nothing happened. I'm like, dude, that drone is going to
it's
fall
gonna
from the
happen.
sky one of these days. And then you're going to be in a world of pain.
I feel like I
Hey,
want.
they're gonna fall regardless. It's like riding a motorcycle.
I don't want to grab like a big old sack of marbles, a big old canister of Pogs, and just go to school and be like, "Look, kids, have fun. Get rid of these fidget spinners.
Fidget.
Actual toys. Here you go."
Man, you sound like an old man. Kids, play with your fidget spinners. Play with your fidget spinners.
Okay.
They're probably safer than any
Rick
of the
is
toys
against
we
it.
we
Leo
work
is for
with.
it. I'm like right in the middle.
Hey,
I
I'm
know,
like,
no,
you
no,
can't
no.
choke on one. You can choke on marbles. You can
That's
choke on
true.
pogs.
That's true.
Look,
We
look.
played way more violent stuff and dangerous stuff.
Really,
in the 80s
if you
growing
wanted
up,
to, you
and
can
we're
you
a
can
little
swallow
tougher
that
for
spinner.
it.
You can swallow that spinner. All right. You can swallow the bearings.
Before we
No,
go,
I'm not against them. They're cool. They're whatever. Have fun with them. Just don't be irresponsible.
what's this right here, Leo, before we go?
This is Fanime. This is probably
Flashing
something that you see all the
scenes.
time if you watch us live on Facebook. Right before we begin our show, we always start off with this little neat music video that we
Leo's
made
going to make another one.
at Fanime. No, you are
We,
this year.
we
You're the one with the
volunteer,
nice
Leo.
shirt.
1, 2,
Um,
3, not it.
Not
Not
it.
it.
Oh, too late.
Nope. You're made too. You guys got to catch up. So, yeah, I mean, it's a fun time. A lot of cool stuff that we see at
Next
Fanime
weekend.
every year. And
Next weekend?
Next weekend.
We will be there.
Next weekend. Dang.
Not this coming weekend, but Memorial Day weekend.
So the 20, I
Um,
believe we'll be there the 26th and the 27th. For sure.
The fans probably know more than you do because they can read it right down here.
Yeah, it is down there.
So
It's been scrolling.
it's been scrolling. Pay attention. Rewind if you want to. But yeah, we
We
will
don't
be
even have a
there.
place to
If
stay,
you want to
guys.
say what's up, say what's up. We'll be.
You
want
want to give us a place to stay? We'll totally take a place.
No, I won't. I'm gonna get my own place. I'll sleep in my car if I have to.
He doesn't trust the fans.
He doesn't trust you guys. I'm sorry.
I don't trust nobody. I ain't afraid to say it. I don't trust nobody.
So we'll be there. We'll be interviewing cosplayers. We'll be showing you what they're wearing, who they're wearing, and all the activities at Fanime 2017.
We're going to get a chance to interview some of the VIP guests. So keep an eye out because if you're not there, we're going to be doing some live streaming. So keep an eye out for that. For those of you that are there, look for us. You know, you'll be able to see us. We got our shirts on. Flag us
Yeah.
down.
Easily
We'd love to
identifiable.
talk to you. Very much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really good show, guys. Really good show.
Bye-bye.
Well, with all that said, thank you very much for joining us today. And remember, enjoy your games, love your families. I'm Leo with
Rick
and
Francisco.
bye.
If you like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Also visit us at daddysgametime.com, or you can check us out at Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, all at keyword Daddy's Game Time.
Don't forget our t-shirts and merchandise at daddysgametime.com/merchandise, where you can find designs inspired by pop culture, movies, and video games, designed by Leo and yours truly.
All your support is appreciated.